I think I should stop coming into restaurants altogether. Because once I'm inside, anything could happen. If I've got money. The most videos I made in one day was 39. I was in Tokyo for the YouTube meetup. So I was talking to Geek earlier today. And I was talking about the shitty American coffee in the convenience stores. And he informed me that 7-Eleven used the coffee grounds 3 or 4 times. It would taste like that. What do you think, True? Do average people go to Starbucks and places like that in America? I go to Starbucks maybe 2 times, 3 times a year. But the last time I went, I think I had a bigger than average one or something like that, a grande. They didn't put any fucking extra coffee in it. They just put extra milk in, and I thought that was a bit of a fucking rip-off. There are some people in this world that suck up to their bosses and they think they've got to make money at the expense of customers for the business. So someone that I was working with his boss providing furniture, and this cunt was fucking ripping me off. His name was Will. Con. Please someone pass a message to him if you know him. Right, and maybe one more beer. and then go and have a sleep and go to the warehouse, or buy a lotto ticket, go to the warehouse, and then start tidying up. So I've got to make space inside to start doing some work. Dib, dib, dib. Dub, dub, dub. Do Americans understand that? Dib, 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 dub, dub, dub. Or I'm sure the Australians and Kiwis do. Certainly British people do. I think. So no alcohol in the Go Essential. I'm not in the Go Essential. You know, I don't. They've got a really shitty salad here. That's me. Yeah, I was just. Were you kidding or half kidding with about the coffee, the 7-Eleven coffee? Geek, this salad dressing is fucking shy. Thank you. I decided to have a beer for Sean Locke. I think when you're like 70 or 80, you're, I won't say hero, but you know, people that entertain you. If they're 70 years old, 80 years old, you can say, you know, they've had a good life. Oh, it's about the 7-Eleven and the coffee grounds. When I first had that cafe, I didn't realise that I had to call the coffee company UCC because it stopped working. I didn't realise about the coffee grounds. They collect them in a little box at the back. What size bottle did you get? How much was it? Did you have it on ice? When I came back from Japan after visiting for the first time, I gave my dad some sake. But with just working class people, you can't do anything. Fucking hell, man, that's cheap. Fucking. There should be more fucking alcoholics in America at prices that cheap. 207. If you have you can have a 300. You can have a 300cc one cup, and they can cost between like $2 and $3 for 300. That's half of what you got. $3. Same. They should be the happiest homeless in America. 200 fucking hell. That's what I'm saying, be careful. That's cheap. You can't get anything that cheap in Japan. You cannot get anything that cheap in Japan. I would say for 2 litres, the cheapest you could get would maybe about $8. That is why they all shouting fucking USA, USA. Maybe. This sake drinking drunken bastards. Yeah, but what I'm just getting, I get the feeling though, Keith, that you know, like you're a Japan file, and a lot of people that like Japan and Japanese food and such, that they might be into it, but whereas your regular American probably not so much. It does take a bit of getting used to, I think. Yeah, be careful, mate. You didn't answer. Are you drinking it on ice? I can't, apart from when I was a teenager, I think the longest I had without was about 14 or 16 days. It is an acquired taste, but I think if you haven't had it before, you could get used to it in like 25 minutes. No, like I say, it would take a bit getting used to it, but once you got used to it, then that's where the danger sets in. Especially at those fucking prices. I wonder what sake cocktails you could have, because if they didn't like sake as it is, what cocktails could you make for people that didn't like the taste? But I guess to make it sweet or make it fruity. That's no homosexual innuendo there, by the way. I remember going in Tokyo, and I can't remember if it was like 1,000 yen all you can drink sake or just a cheap cup of sake, but it was that bad you couldn't drink it. It really was fucking horrible. Lemon liquor, okay. Oh no, that price is not. It's not hard to beat. It's unbeatable. I mean, for example, if you had, maybe, let's have, what did you say it was? What was the size? No, 750 ml. Yeah, even if you had the cheapest ones here would be $1, and that is 180 milliliters, I think. So that would be $3 for 540 milliliters. So even the cheapest sake in Japan. What you need to do is set up a little sake bar for Japanese tourists. And sell it really cheap. Just be careful. I had a few beers. I had a few beers and 1.8 litres of sake. I woke up the next day at 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, like Gekikan is. I'm guessing they're making this in America, yeah. Is this Gekikan, is it all in American writing? There's no Japanese writing on the box? Yeah, like I said, it's got to be. But they do produce. I know I've had a beer. I have had Asahi in Hawaii, and that was bottled in Canada. And, you know, like Asahi, things like that, they're on sale now in England. He did, and by the way, that the beer from Canada did taste a little bit different. Yeah, it's cloudy sake from Korea, and they're all right. I like, you know, I like that cloudy sake. So if you went to the bar, and the guy goes to the bar and he goes, he says this sake is cloudy. He says this sake is cloudy, and so the bartender said, "What do you want for fucking $2.79 thunder and lightning?" If anybody watches this thread, they're all going to heading towards California. This is not the first time you've drunk it, is it? But like I said, I'll reiterate again, once you start drinking this, it's so easy to drink. It's really, really, really easy to get fucked up. I am not kidding you. I've been out with a drinking mate and you said, no, we don't drink sake. Because once you fucking start, oh, there you go. So it's good. Well, it's good that you either got used to it or you found a better quality sake. But like I say, it is in Japan. It is drinkable and it is, it's a big name sake, but it's not known for being fucking dodgy or anything like that. I've drunk it, drink it, will drink it. So it's not like Budweiser. Put it that way. I've had maybe 3 Budweisers in my life. So you just stay away from it. When I went back to England many years ago, I was surprised to see young guys in the street drinking Budweiser. They knew no better. They thought it was cool. Yep, so is Heineken, yeah. But I suppose, America now, there was someone boasting on my thread the other day that America leads the world in micro beers and micro brains. Well, I'm glad you only got the 750. So please, because don't forget you've got your granddad to look after. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Like I've drank Samuel Adams, but it's not something I would necessarily fucking ask for. So. Don't drink the 2 litre at once, mate. This is the danger of sake. It just lulls you into fucking a false sense of security. How dangerous could this be? But the other bad micro breweries, beers, are they ones that have been taken over by larger companies? Maybe someone was hinting at that. Yeah, you wouldn't normally class Gekikan as smooth. It's just normal. Sometimes you get... Yeah, like the cheaper sakes are usually meant for making hot. You should try that as well. Put it in a put it in a pot cup, put it in a pot cup in the microwave, where you can do it properly in the boiling water. But like I say, usually okay. Lagunitas, so I like that name. It's got a name. Yeah, I guess. Well, what happened in all over the world, definitely in England, Britain, where the larger breweries would buy out the smaller breweries. You know, there used to be, like Germany, there used to be like 5,000 beers in England. Well, when's this fucking problem is, I think I went there once to this brewery, this the homemade bars, and it was in town, but the thing was, the Japanese girls like it, and I think that is my next adventure, maybe the end of September, and the bar was, I don't know if it was. So maybe it was half caste American. It was half American and something, black American and something else. So I can't remember if it was like half Japanese, half American. But nice guy. But personally, I just like to quench my thirst, and it's got a bit of a taste and strong, so. And so, would you buy the Echigo Stout in like a supermarket? Well, you got a truck. How do you drive down there? You got a truck or a car? Yeah, I did. I don't know if you ever saw I don't know if you saw my video where I was dressed as an Indian with a. I made a video where I was drinking. I think it was called Blue Moon, and it was an IPA. Here I am drinking this IPA, Indian pissed again. And I think I made a couple of funny videos as a Sikh, and I got one or two complaints, appropriation. Did you ever lose your license? Yeah, I just saw something in Australia now. They're going crazy with these fines. There were Jews having a fucking get together, and they made a video and they put the video online, and then the police said there's like 50 people or more at this fucking get together. The fines are $5,000, even though it's Australian dollars. It's a few thousand American dollars. Probably 4,000 American dollars. But the authorities seem to be giddy about how much money they're going to take. So these amount of fines are fucking extortionate, to say the least. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's saying now. Yeah. Same in Japan. They're just revenue collectors. You're just waiting behind. But like when I first came here, you got stopped by the police. They'd let you. I have been let off for drink driving twice. Not kidding. They don't test. And they usually, if you did something wrong, they'd let you go. They didn't give a shit. Not nowadays. So I say to them, yeah, so you must be really fucking proud, you know, you get collecting money like this. I bet your wife's really fucking proud of her, your family. This is your job, policeman, collecting fucking money. Yeah, I was just thinking about that before. If you, for example, if you saw a person acting strangely to you, you hadn't done anything. But if a man or a woman, you were going about your business, and they started coming up to you and started acting strange, where there was no evident explanation why they were acting strange. You hadn't done anything to upset them. They just approached you, or they were just close to you. They would start acting strange, and especially America, because that's what a lot of drugs are. You would think this fucker's on drugs. And this is what it's like for fucking police officers. They just act so fucking strange. Sorry, just catching up. Are you still there, geek? Lee wonders, had you been anywhere near these? Had you been anywhere near the store? So, and you're not even black. Did he say like you look like a suspect or something? What about a doctor cop? Yeah, there was this video this morning, and there were 3 cop cars. This is what they fucking do. They pretend that they're fucking for safety, and then they close down fucking lanes with the parking of the fucking cars. 3 cop cars, a black guy was stood at a fucking bus stop waiting for a fucking bus, and 3 coppers come up to him asking him what's he doing. in the middle of nowhere. He's waiting for a fucking bus, and there was another guy who came up and he started defending him. They need drug testing. Has there ever been any move to try and get these coppers drug tested? The last time I had an interaction with a British cop was in Manchester Airport. No, I know they're not going to get it done, but has there been any suggestion, either from politicians or from groups, to have it done? You could say, what about firemen, Terry? I had when I was in America, I got pulled for speeding twice. But one time, I said to the guy, "How the fuck can you tell how fast I'm going? You're going in the opposite direction because we've got radar." Anyway, he let me off. It did cross my mind to do that in Japan, be a gorilla, do a gorilla costume. I guess this pandemic has killed the fucking kissogram business. I think Terry's been drinking that fucking cheap sake. What you had, geek? Yeah, but if you look at all these videos on usually Instagram or Facebook, you know, basically 90% are just like people that are calling the cops or saying something or complaining because the person is black. Terry, what the fuck are you on about? If you read back through this thread, Terry, Geek got some very cheap sake. Very fucking cheap. I've had so many fucking arguments here with the police shouting at them, and there's been one where one guy got angry, and the sergeant had to calm him down. Wow, that's a long fucking. But I don't know, why is he back ordered? He's got fucking nothing else to do, has he? No, we were just in the cop shop and I was just fucking complaining about something and fucking probably saying, you know, you've got fucking nothing to do or you're fucking doing this and doing that instead of fucking arresting real criminals. This fucking revenue collection services. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, but well, I'm glad they're not like American cops. You know, if you're too scared to fucking say anything, and you could get shot, especially if you're fucking black. Because there's so much. I think if you're way above average intelligence, and you know, if you're like my age or something like that, you know, you're 40, 50, 60, you've seen a bit of the world go round, and then this copper tries to fucking bullshit you, and you're not having it. you know, like in America, I'd get shot. No, but like I said, they're not violent. You know what I mean? But I have. I'll tell you what. I did see one day. I was in Sakai in Nagoya, and this cop car was going one way, and then they saw this guy on the bike, like he was non-Japanese, he was Asian, and they fucking spun the fucking car around, pulled back up, got out, got him, threw him straight in the car. So I think that coppers, they might be more wary of people like me, Westerners, but like with fucking, with the other Asians, they don't fuck about. Yeah, but this is why I think they should stop. If there is something wrong with a fucking car, because without a doubt they pull up more black people than white people. If there's something wrong with a car, they should put their loudspeaker on and say, "We've got your number. Fix that fucking indicator. Fix that fucking brake light. Just fix it." Because if you have an interaction with the fucking usually black person and a copper, if they fucking shoot, usually it's very rare for a copper to get shot, but it's very easy for a black person to get shot. And this leads to court cases and the taxpayer having to pay money, or the city taxpayer having to pay money. So it'd be a lot cheaper if you just said, don't stop the car and just give them a warning. Because it's going to take a lot of tickets to make up these $5 million, $10 million settlements. But and I think a lot of the time they just fucking want to advance their fucking careers by dropping shit in the fucking cars. I don't know if that guy was in Canada, cop. He was, because his camera switched on 30 seconds before, and it showed him fucking planting the drugs. How many fucking coppers have planted drugs to fuck someone's life up? I don't know if it's all the rain, but my fucking my indicators have stopped working. So did you get the new job then, Terry? A lazy Terry. The last time I had when I worked for Telecom, I had 7 months on the sick. 6 months on full pay and 1 month on half pay. That's I went to America for 5 weeks. Good old British Telecom. Well, he's a telephone engineer. I read something. This is what happens in Britain. They say they're taking out all the fucking coin boxes or the landlines. There's I don't know if it's called VSO, but you've got to have a degree to volunteer. Yeah, very few people are using their landline. It's very rare that I use my landline. But the problem is, if you're an old person, you need that fucking, you need the landline. And I think in Japan, the government is paying Telecom a certain amount of money so they don't take all these phones out. Tony, what's your take on the Taliban? Yeah, you could live in an area where you don't have signal. Taliban. The good guy, the boys are back in town apparently. For a minute then I read that as 4 or 5 gram. Yeah, but sometimes you do need more than one fucking telephone. What happens if you get into an argument with with your mobile provider? Well, of course they should have. They shouldn't have been in there in the first place. But when they want a war or they want to spend some money or they want the military to get rich, they have their arms bent behind their backs. No, well, there was something to gain. I had a friend and he had some samples sent. He had some samples sent from fucking, there's supposed to be gold samples and he was going to give me a job, but I think he got conned and it was like fucking $8,000 to have these samples sent from Afghanistan. Apparently there's a lot of areas, there's lots of fucking minerals and the Americans have been taking the minerals. Where are you now, Harry? No, well, there will be now, but the kids were getting educated, but there will be, it'll go back to. Well, we'll have to see. Yeah, of course it's sad because we know what they got up to before. Well, they were watching fucking Tom Cruise, weren't they? Simon Pegg had one job to do. Open that fucking door. But what I found more strange was that all the fucking... They're running along the fucking runway, showing all the fucking faces. The Taliban are gonna have... The Taliban are gonna have videos of all those people that wanted to leave. They've signed their own death warrant. I'm sure the American government didn't want the poppy. Then again, you never know. I like Terry's, but there's zero education there beyond religious indoctrination. Terry is, of course, talking about America. Yeah, everything's forgiven. You guys are totally fine until you're not totally fine. There was a story on the net that they killed an Afghan woman because she couldn't feed them for the fourth day, 15 fighters, so they fucking rifle butted her to death. Okay. And you actually lost weight while you were stuck inside the house. Yeah, I saw that where they fucking released. That just shows one, just that example alone says it's not going to be good. Ah, ごめんね、間違えちゃった。Yeah, well, hopefully, if China wants the minerals, and Russia too, and they couldn't get in there, then maybe they could exert some pressure on the government, the new government, to like not fucking kill people and behave better than the American government. Thank you. But the China, they've been into Africa, they're building roads and factories. People accuse China of being bad guys in this, but what happened with Americans and British, if you wanted something doing in Africa, first of all, you had to pay the fucking British fucking middleman or the American middleman. China never did this. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. Terry, hopefully the Chinese government can, well, they're no fucking goodies themselves, but to try and get some. Waitress is smiling at me, not often that happens. The biggest problem is America, because they're spending 50% of their fucking GDP on the fucking armed forces. That is totally... Just imagine how fucking life could be in America for everybody. Not just a fucking not just 10 or 20%, but for everybody. If they just fucking curtail that spending by 10 or 20%. Well, I don't know if you already know that until I ask you if you know that, Terry. I saw something, I think it was Danny DeVito on Facebook saying that support the Nabisco workers. Okay, he said the Nabisco workers want a pay rise or something. Try to tell me where I'm going with this one, Terry. Danny DeVito thinks they should get a pay rise. They support the unions. Where am I going with it? Anybody? Oh, he probably has a lot more. No, but where am I going with this thing? What happened the last time a group of biscuit workers wanted a pay rise? Well, you told me before that you knew all the things I was telling you, so I was trying to find out if you knew this. The United Biscuit Workers in San Salvador, I think it was San Salvador or some El Salvador, and they wanted a pay rise. And the the company went to the American government and saying, these guys are fucking communists. So they fucking, America invaded the fucking country. That's where I'm going with it. So if you're a biscuit worker, don't ask for a pay rise. Having said that, in Britain, the biscuit workers union is having problems because it's only old people like me that are eating it. Oh, there you go. So I was right then, El Salvador, San Salvador. Or as we know, as we call it in England, the Salvador. I don't know if it's run by the rich, it's run by the corrupt. You know, without a doubt, you know, these, it looks like it can't be changed. You know, these aircraft companies, they're making all this machinery for fucking wars. And I think they were, I don't know if it was like $35 million for airplanes that didn't even fucking work. And there weren't just two of those airplanes, there was like fucking hundreds. You're right, Terry. Yeah. No, but they're a lot worse than fucking Russia. Russia fucking they actually threw oligarchs in prison, didn't they? Or killed them. Right. well, I must admit, Terry, I am totally with you on that, and it's quite funny actually. What I suggested, I was hoping that that Branson's rocket and Bezos' rocket would fucking crash into each other. That was my dream. Yeah, exactly. You got fucking 3 to go for, without a doubt. What a fucking great film that would be. They also, was it Moonraker, when they took the American plane, and then they stole the rocket launcher or something like that. Elon Musk is a cunt. Yeah, yeah. It looks like we are thinking along the same lines, Terry, without a doubt. But the thing, do you know what do you call that Mike Myers film when he was the bad guy with the bald head? Do you think, did Mike Myers base that character on Jeff Bezos, or did Jeff Bezos base himself on that character? Wasn't that called Moonraker, that Bond film? Austin Powers, yeah. I'm Somebody do a quick search for me. Austin Powers based on Jeff Bezos. See if it comes up. He's not the CEO now anymore, is it? He's finished because he wants to spend time with that chick. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I remember now hearing that about my. No, Mike Myers is actually Canadian. I don't think he was born in Britain, was he? I think he was born in America. His parents are Scousers. Was it? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought he was born in America, in Canada. Good old Mike. Can you all dual sit and? I thought you had to, when you got to a certain age, you had to choose one or the other. Yeah, I remember at that time I met this Japanese girl, and I went to Canada actually to meet this, to be with this Japanese girl, and it was her that showed me that film, Wayne's World, and I think at that time Mike Myers was getting all the credit, but a lot of people, British people, they didn't know how funny Dana Carvey was. And some people was going like, yeah, Dana Carvey's supposed to be funny. And then when you see Dana Carvey and how fucking funny, and maybe Americans knew how funny Dana Carvey was, but but British and the rest of the world didn't really know. Christopher Guest. Is Christopher Guest that strange person that was married to Lisa Minnelli? He's dead now, I think, if that's the guy. I don't know what that means by the S small n L. So did you think you had a chance of getting that off the ground then? No, but SNL, but then you made the N small n. Oh, okay. So you say the N word. Yeah, I was talking to a young guy. Well, I assume I think he was young because he was telling me he was going to school or something. But he said he didn't like going outside because of the bugs. But I know do you ever worry about West Nile virus, Terry? Because being very damp in Florida. No, because it's very devastating if you get it. I used to what we used to have is a oh, I'm getting fucking mixed up now, probably because of that Tampa thing. Because I've got like a little machine, not as tall as this glass, and if I hear a mosquito, I just switch it on. It's got 2 batteries in it. I just switch it on. Yeah, you might have done terribly. A lot of people come onto the show, mate, and I can't remember everything, pal. Maybe I recall it now. and I just switch it on and it's good all night. So it's good. Before it used to be like a little container of fluid, but now they've done away with that. So you've got this. Yeah, I'd get fucking bit to death. A lot of stumps. Where are you from? Don't tell me Kansas. There's no place like home. I just, like I said, I don't know, Washington State, I had a massive argument with my mate once, going back fucking 40 years or something like that, nearly 40 years. And we were always arguing about fucking Washington and Washington the capital. And I can't remember who was, I'm saying Washington's on the fucking right hand side of America, the East Coast. He goes, no, it's on the West Coast. He goes, no, it's on the East Coast. So we were getting like Washington State and Washington DC mixed up. Get back, get some oil money, Terry. It's not night, pal, it's daytime. It's going well. I had a drink of beer to not celebrate, but to pay a tribute to a fine English comedian. Yeah, probably it was me that was talking about Washington DC, and he was talking about Washington because maybe he visited a friend in California. District of Columbia. Why Columbia? Where's Columbia in fucking Central America? I saw there's a new champion, soon-to-be champion on maybe on what do you call that famous quiz show in America with that foreign star. He died of cancer, and it says, so the clue to this question was, it's new Jeopardy. That's it, yeah. So it was new city. So what is this? Is a beach city in Colombia, and its meaning in English is new city or something like that. I think it was new city, and I'm thinking Nuevo Ciudad. I'm trying to fucking. Do you know the answer to this? What is it's called new, in English? It's called new. It was based on a new city in Spanish. But what is Spanish? What is the city they're talking about? Anybody watching? What is the city in Colombia that was called a new city? And I'm thinking Pueblo. No, it's not Pueblo. Cartagena. I've heard of Cartagena, but how can Carter is like fucking map, do you know? Alright, Keith. Is Rhett Butler not there? Did any of you guys watch that video I made of talking about that big fat guy, comedian, when he was talking about they taped up the guy on the airplane? It was really fucking funny. Probably got about 5 million views now. But that guy, you remember the police academy, and you had that skinny black guy doing all those noises of the machine guns and everything, and then he was like that guy, but I thought he was a lot funnier. He's doing the noise for duct tape. Hold up, wait a minute, someone ain't right. I was certain that guy was going to be called onto the fucking Jimmy Kimmel show, something like that, or the late night shows. It was so funny. But I think it was very clever of him to like put the video together and then like mash it, put the beginning of the video with a news report and then ending with a news report, and he did his bit in the middle. It's fucking genius, because everyone watching that video thinks it's fucking legitimate if they don't know him, and it's a fucking brilliant idea. Good luck to the lad. I was just thinking, geek, don't get that fucking rare on that fucking cheap sake. Fucking, he'll burn the fucking city down. What is the cheapest wine you can get in your area? I think the cheapest decent wine here, the one I was getting was like just over $3, but that was like a special offer to introductory brand. But you can still get a decent wine for like $4 here. What for a 750 cc? What can you get in your area? Okay, so we can get cheaper. So they can ship wine. They can ship wine from fucking Chile to Japan, bottle it for fucking $4. Oh yeah, you would be thinking all the fucking homeless would be knocking that back. Well, you've seen that homeless guy that if I see him, like, I give him $1. I bump into him in other places, and he was outside a drinks machine about fucking 7 o'clock one morning, soft drinks. So I bought him a drink, gave him the money for a fucking sake as well. No, it's fucking $1 can make someone very happy. Well, that's the battery one in 10 minutes, 10%. Tell you what, it's still fucking cheap, mate, isn't it? I don't know if you caught this earlier. Terry's still there. Oh, he's still there, yeah. Look at those prices for fucking sake, Terry. Maybe you should get into sake, mate. Thunderbirds all go. That's what I don't drink anymore either, but I don't drink any less. My grandma drinks it. Is that the evil grandma? What is that, a beer or is it a wine or something? Is it really dodgy wine, a really strong wine or something? There's one in England all the alcoholics drank, it was called barley wine, 9%. Fucking vile. My dad used to drink it. Yeah, it sounds like that, yeah. And I once drank 17% wine. Fucking horrible. Really is undrinkable. What percentage is it, do you know? Wine mixed with malt liquor. Fucking oh my god. 50%. Oh my god. Once I got through a 4 litre box of wine. Before I went to bed, I left it fucking upside down. It fucking leaked. 4 litres of wine leaked all over the fucking kitchen floor. $2, fucking hell, man. Well, that's just a fucking sangria, isn't it? You got on it, my mate. I was near an airbase in Tokyo. My mate was up and run this restaurant while the owner was away. They had from Italy 200 yen bottles of wine. I drank 2 bottles. I was fucking hallucinating. I've seen pink fucking elephants. Not kidding. Pink elephants. It's fucking true. You drink so much of that, that's what you fucking see. It was very dodgy stuff without a doubt. The next day I was looking at the fucking contents. My mate used to deal drugs in Tokyo. I asked him, did he fucking drug it? Never again. Yeah, there was a guy in England the other day, I don't know if it's 36, 45, ecstasy, fucking died. I think a lot of people don't realise I don't this long Ogawasara, something like that. And Ogawasara, something like that. But what we're saying there, Terry. Yeah, I think ecstasy, I heard that you need to drink a lot of water, it dries you out. And this is why at these raves and nightclubs they charge fucking a load of money for fucking water. Well, that's all. Let me know more. Be friends with her. She might want to talk about me. That's the battery gone. See you guys. Let me know what happens there.